Each year on the 18th of June, the autistic community and its allies worldwide celebrate Autistic Pride Day, a day dedicated not to awareness but to pride, self-advocacy, and neurodiversity. In 2025, this year, it lands midweek, but its message remains: autism is not a defect to be cured, but a natural, valuable part of human diversity. The first Autistic Pride Day was held on the 18th of June, 2005, initiated by the group Aspies for Freedom, a grassroots autistic-led advocacy network. They chose this date to honor the birthday of their youngest member. Reflecting the model of the gay pride movement, the event was a way to assert that autistic people deserve pride, respect, and acceptance. Over nearly 2 decades, the event has grown from small gatherings to global recognition, spawning both in-person celebrations and online events. Autistic Pride sits firmly within the neurodiversity framework, a principle asserting neurological differences, like autism, are naturally occurring variations and not illnesses requiring a cure. Advocates argue that much of the challenge lies not within autistic individuals, but in a society that stigmatizes behaviors like stimming or atypical communication. The movement emphasizes that autistic people must own their narrative. All decisions, language, and public campaigns affecting autistic lives must include autistic voices. Aspies for Freedom vigorously adheres to this creed, rallying for self-directed autistic-led advocacy. Where many traditional autism awareness campaigns focused on deficits or pity, Autistic Pride brings a shift from superficial awareness to meaningful acceptance. It's about celebrating autistic lives, gifts, and challenges alike. At the heart of the day's identity is the rainbow infinity symbol. It stands for the countless ways autism can manifest. And, it really moves away from medicalized icons like puzzle pieces or those single-color awareness ribbons. The rainbow infinity is all about embracing diversity and rejecting outdated symbols. Events are honestly incredibly varied, ranging from inclusive pride picnics and art exhibitions to panel discussions, online webinars, social media campaigns, and citywide celebrations. During the COVID-19 pandemic, these all shifted to virtual spaces, with some pretty impressive moments, like an 11-hour YouTube marathon back in 2020. It just goes to show how adaptable and creative the community can be. The 2025 theme is, all about workplace inclusion and the right of autistic individuals to quality education and full participation. Even though official themes might differ depending on the region, there's this global momentum around a few key ideas. Recognizing autistic strengths, like deep focus, niche interests, and creativity. Demanding reasonable accommodations and tailored support. And really encouraging workplaces and schools to be more inclusive, so that everyone's potential can shine. So Pride really reframes autism from a problem to something to be embraced, It's about honoring deep self-respect among autistic individuals. It challenges discriminatory mindsets and honestly promotes adaptive, inclusive systems, public, educational, and economic. By centering autistic leadership, campaigns and policies become more authentic, effective, and respectful. Pride creates shared understanding and solidarity across continents, cultures, and age groups. Whether physical or virtual, this cultural connectivity really strengthens community bonds. For individuals and communities, here are some meaningful ways to engage, wear, or display the rainbow infinity, and explain its meaning to your networks. Attend or host autism-led events, local meetups, webinars, creative sessions, advocacy table talks. Amplify autistic voices. Share blogs, videos, essays, artworks from autistic creators. Advocate for change. Ask institutions to implement autistic-centered accommodations, use respectful language, and avoid objectifying narratives. Educate yourself. Read books or listen to podcasts by autistic authors to build insight and empathy. Guidely shares some resonant quotes. The difference between high-functioning and low-functioning is that high-functioning means your deficits are ignored, and low-functioning means your assets are ignored. When enough people care about autism, It helps everyone, even if only a tiny fraction actively participate. Autism doesn't have to define a person. Artists with autism are like anyone else. They define themselves through hard work and individuality. These reflections really highlight the need to shift narratives, from minimizing abilities to celebrating the full spectrum of autistic identity. On 18th June 2025, Autistic Pride Day calls us all to action. Not to feel pity, nor to marginalize, but to celebrate, support, and uplift autistic people everywhere. From grassroots picnics to global webinars, its intent is simple yet profound: to reaffirm that autism is a difference worth honoring, with dignity, respect, and pride. To truly embody Autistic Pride Day, we must center autistic voices, enact inclusion in schools and workplaces, and challenge old stigmas. By committing to acceptance over awareness and genuine participation over token gestures, we build a world where neurodiversity thrives. Today, on June 18th, and every day.